Malzinha, chegamos ao ginásio e já temos aqui o nosso amigo James. Vamos agora começar com o supino inclinado, tal como sendo no ginásio as coisas estão ocupadas, vamos esperar enquanto fazemos o aquecimento e depois vamos levar por supino inclinado na speed machine, quais são as melhores dicas, o que é que devemos fazer, não devemos fazer, e vou ensinar também o James a fazer isto, portanto vocês vão ficar aí e vão aprender connosco. Eu também vou aprender porque é sempre bom trabalhar com pessoas novas, é a segunda vez que eu estou a treinar o James, portanto também é sempre bom ver quais são as dificuldades e se vocês conseguem relacionar com as dificuldades que ele vai ter e que eu também tenho a fazer este exercício. Portanto, bora lá! If you want to work your upper chest, you want to have an angle that your upper arm moves in this direction for your upper chest. And one of the discussions is you should or shouldn't arch your back too much. Why? Because if you are here and you are moving in this direction, if you arch your chest, you are changing the direction on which you are working. So now it's more mid pec than upper pec because you are arching, and by arching you change the angle of your upper arm. That makes a difference. So you have basically two options. One, you can put the bench higher so you can arch but still have a good angle, or second, you can arch less and have the bench a little bit lower so you can be in here and your upper arm will be moving in here. Because normally I like to arch, then I prefer to put the bench a little bit higher in here like that, so I can basically arch it in here and still be working my upper chest. The more apart that you have your hands, the less triceps you're going to have, but ideally you'll have around a 90-degree angle when you are in here. So if you are too close, you will work a lot of your triceps. If you are too far away, just like it's going to stretch your bicep a shit ton and you are not going to be able to produce as much force. So around the 90-degree angle should be what is best. If you want, you can close more of your grip or open it if you're trying to focus your upper chest, because your upper chest runs more on this direction. So in here, if you have your arm in the same direction, it normally works your upper chest better. So if you are closing too much your grip, you are aligning then these forces with your mid pecs more than your upper pecs and shoulders. So if you want to focus more on the upper chest, it's okay to open up a little bit the press, because it's going to align then with this direction of the upper fibers of your pecs. Okay, so let's warm up, James, and let's go. So slightly tuck your elbows under the bar, just so slightly, so they are under your hand. Like this? Yeah. And then you drive. Yes. How does it feel? Better, worse? So-so?
It's better because it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that just makes for you to have the bar under, and your elbow under the bar, and like the bar to be stable. So just notice how he's controlling the bar, going all the way down, and then exploding up, always keeping the chest up and not caving with the chest. That's something that we work a lot. You already got a lot of audios asking for these on the coaching. Keep your chest on the front always. Yeah. Yes. So when you press up, you think about pushing your chest against the bar. It's like a yes. Exactly. Yeah, that makes a huge difference. Bro, it's even better than me. So yeah, basically we want to warm up properly because it's our first exercise. So if we do a couple more repetitions with less weights, you just warm up your core. Because we didn't go to the treadmill or something, it's really good just to do a couple more reps. First exercise. On the second exercise, of course, you don't need to do that anymore. You can just do your normal warm-up sets, but in here, just very important to be warm to do a proper working set. You can rack. Portanto, reparem bem, estamos a aquecer, ele aqueceu com a barra, aqueceu com 5 kg, 7,5 kg, agora vamos aos 10 kg. Eu acredito que este já é o set final, mas mesmo sendo o set final, dá para fazer uma ou duas repetições agora, mesmo com o warm-up. E depois, se eu vir que realmente este é o set final, fazemos o próximo set já com a intenção de fazer isso. You can start, manhã. Reparem bem, pés bem assentos no chão sempre. Malta, antes de qualquer set, preparem-se mentalmente, porque se for um set difícil, vocês têm que estar preparados física e mentalmente. Portanto, têm que arranjar tensão para estabilizar a barra. Stabilize on your feet. Yes. Slow. Pause. Drive. Slow. Yes. Pause. Slow. Yeah, with your chest. That's perfect. That's way better. Don't be me. Slow. Slow. Control the last part better. This. Yeah, don't let it fall. Fast. Now, yeah, slow, down, 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 there. Yeah, slow. 5 more. Drive. 1, slow, slower. 2, yes, it's way better. Just because I said 5 more, oh my god. 3, slow. 4, slow. 5, last one. Is the last one. Drive, last one. Okay, rack. What just happened?
My chest started hurting, that's what happened.
No, basically what happened, guys, is the following. He was doing a shitty technique until I told him 5 repetitions to go. And in his head, because he only had 5 more, in his head like, okay, I only had 5 more. Now I have to give it my all. That's the wrong mindset. You have to start like that. It's very hard because like in our head we just want to do it. But as I told you, you have 5 more. You made it count. You made it for your chest. So start like this. In your head, it's just like you only have these from the first repetition. The first repetition should be like your last one. We are going to do a fly now for upper chest, and one of the problems with flies when you do them seated with a bench is that your shoulder blades are kind of like stuck because you have a bench on your shoulder blades and they want to retract, so you can't because the bench is here and it's not allowing your chest to open up because the bench is not allowing it for that. So if you try to do a fly with a bench, you have a little bit of this problem, but if you do it without a bench, you will lack the stability because the weight will pull you backwards. So when you are doing an exercise, any given exercise, you don't want to fail because you don't have the stability. So if you're trying to pull yourself or if you're trying to use your full body against gravity, your chest is not the limiting factor, otherwise your full body is. So what we are doing here is having the stability from the bench that is going to allow us to be fully stable and not be like driven completely back from the bench. And the reason we are standing is to have a freedom on our shoulder blades, so we can stretch our chest and still have freedom on our shoulder blades. This will be an upper chest motion because it's one of my weaknesses, and we are going to be here with our palms facing a little bit up, because if you rotate your upper arm a little bit in this direction, you will stretch your upper pec because your humerus is basically in here connected to your upper pec, and if you do this it will stretch it because of the insertion, and if you rotate it inwards you put more of your front delt and your upper pec is a little bit more relaxed. So that's not what we want. We want to stretch to have more hypertrophy. Let's try to do it. Let's go. Think about opening up this, yes, and driving from here up. Ah, yes, only 2 more, only 2 more. Here, don't change the angle, the path of the exercise. Good. Up, 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 up. Oh, very, very nice. Slowly down, that's amazing. The exercise is also very, very nice.
Não consigo realçar o quão confortável é este movimento nas vossas omoplatas, é super confortável e depois vocês conseguem também ter um enorme stretch, é muito fácil de ser adaptado a vocês porque estamos a trabalhar com cabos e é um ótimo trabalho para o peito superior com o braço bem supinado, como vocês podem ver, alinha-se muito bem com as fibras do peito superior. Bora lá!
Ok, uma das razões pela qual eu não estou a puxar falha, porque eu ainda estou ligeiramente dorido no meu último treino. Vocês não querem ter overlapping soreness. Estou agora a sair de uma competição, não é? Aquilo que eu quero fazer é aprender, dar um management do volume de treino que agora tenho que fazer. Isto são exercícios novos que eu estive a desenvolver um bocadinho na minha cabeça enquanto estava a fazer prep, que é para perceber, ok, qual é que é um bom exercício que eu posso inserir, que eu gosto para o meu peito superior e realmente tem funcionado. E vocês vão ver-me daqui a 1 aninho, 2 aninhos e o meu peito vai estar melhor. Estou aqui a deixar esta promessa porque o meu peito é uma desgraça, as minhas costas são uma desgraça, vamos ter que trabalhar nisto. O James vai fazer agora mais um set, depois vamos passar para tríceps e para o ombro e acabamos o workout. Bora lá! Don't swing out of the bottom. So you feel the stretch, you stop and you drive from the stretch. Drive from it. Yeah. And when you drive, don't think about pulling your elbow out, but your hand to the front. Yes, exactly. Very nice, bro. When you are doing this, it's important also to have like, when you are doing this, also when you start getting like stronger, to have something, some element of stability again, like we talked about. So I'm going to just drive my hand against this. It's always the stability of the exercise should come against the force of what you are being pulled. So the cable is pulling me this way, I have to be pulling that way so I don't get like wrecked, okay? So basically that's it. Going to get some tension into my body because although it's a tricep extension, I want to give a hard set. There are 1,000 variations that I can show you just to work shoulders on a cable tower. If you want to focus mid delt and a little bit of rear delt, you want to always try to put your arm as supinate, as pronated as possible. Why? You are going to align in the resistance with the fibers of the delt. So if you are here, the resistance is coming this way, these fibers are not getting very stimulated, but if you turn them, if you see, now they are aligned a little bit with the line of the gravity, okay? The gravity or the forces that you are being forced to. So you have this normal variation that most people do, which is like this on the cable, okay? There's nothing wrong with this. It's not my favorite one, but it's nothing wrong with this. I tend to prefer two other variations. The first one is the across the body lateral raise, and that's why, because I can stretch the shoulder. So in here, I'm on a normal like dumbbell side raise position, and people do this because in their heads the world is just dumbbells. But because you are on a cable, what can you do over here? You can literally turn to the side, you can put your arm over here, and now look at what is going to happen. This is going to stretch, and this stretch is very important to grow muscle. So again, if we want to focus a little bit more of the like behind fibers of the delt, you want to pronate your arm a little bit. If you are going to then supinate your arm, you are going to more of a line with this type of fibers with like more mid delt in here. This is one of my favorite variations because I can stretch it completely over here, so my upper arm is going to smash against my chest, and now I'm going to drive my upper arm far away from me. Okay, so I'm going to drive from here far away from me. I can or can't like go all the way up if I want to, and then when I'm driving slow down, I always push my arm far away from me. Most people, to make it easier, they just do this, and this is going to change the leverage of the weight. If you are going to retract your shoulder blades, then it's going to be easier. If you're going to pull it to the front, it's going to make it way harder on your shoulder. So if you want to grow shoulders, you will straighten up your arm. If you want to just move a lot of weight, you'll do this and you'll bend your arm because it will be easier to do the motion, okay? So that's what we want big shoulders. That's what you're going to get. Let's go, James. Now you have to grab the tension. So for that, instead of pulling your arm, you are trying to grab the tension by taking out the stretch. No. You keep yourself, you keep yourself in here, you just go a step forward. Yeah, the tension is out there and you didn't have to do absolutely anything. Ideally, you could stabilize yourself to something, just to make sure that you are, you don't need to lock, because by lock your arm, you are putting it further away from this. So if you want to stretch it, you can bend it, relax it, yes, and now you are stretched over here. So it's okay to bend a little bit of your arm when you are going this, and then you just think about pulling your chest back at the same time that you are driving out. So it's basically this motion when you are doing the exercise. Yes. So you're basically hiding your chest and pulling with your arm out. Slowly down, yeah.
Do I bounce down or no?
No needs to. You don't have a lot of tension. What you don't want to do is just keep going, start the movement with your shoulder blades, okay? You hide the chest back, so you protract your, you see? Nice, and immediately without a swing, go out and come back, yes. Always a little bit like this, yeah. And drive. Good, and directly down, yes. When you go down, take advantage of the stretch by pulling your arm far away from you. So always, and then control this, Take advantage of this by pulling it away. Yes. Push. Slow. 3 more. No cheating. 1. Slowly. Slow, 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 slow. Stop. Drive. 2. Slow. Feel the tension. Stop. Drive, 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 drive. Slowly go back. Push your shoulder. Yeah! Okay, you can stop. So lengthen, drive, and slow and control with your shoulder. Search your shoulder. Acabamos o treino. Não se esqueçam, se quiserem ser acompanhados por mim, passem no Instagram para acompanhamento online. Se quiserem ter código de desconto nos produtos da myprotein, que são ótimos e estão super baratos em relação a qualidade-preço, utilizem o código MPSimão com o link na descrição, porque sem link e sem código aquilo é uma barbaridade de preço, eu posso admitir, mas com o código os preços são realmente bons. Depois disso, não se esqueçam de, por favor, deixar o like, comentar, partilhar para ajudar esta página a crescer. Do fundo do coração, muito obrigado a todos vocês que viram este vídeo até ao fim. Vemo-nos na próxima, beijinhos, abraços e bons treinos e até já!